from Press for Truth, Canada.
Yes.
Please put your hands together. If any of you have seen The Turning Point, the Bilderberg documentary is absolutely fantastic. And we're very, very grateful for Dan for being here. Thank you, Dan.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. It's great to be here. It's my first time in Europe, first time in the UK, and I've had a very, very warm welcoming. Everybody has been absolutely incredible so far, so thank you, guys. This turnout is incredible so far, and really, this is a true testament to just how far we've come when it comes to exposing the Bilderberg group. I remember my first time even hearing that word was a little over 10 years ago. Somebody gave me a VHS cassette tape with an English guy on it, with a bit of an English accent. This man goes by the name of David Icke. I believe he's going to be here a little later. And that's the first time I heard that word. He would start saying stuff like, Tony Blair, Bilderberger. Henry Kissinger, Bilderberger. You know, this guy, Bilderberger. Sorry, I got to work on my UK accent, but that was what got me down the rabbit hole of Bilderberg, which I'm sure all you have obviously gone down, because you're here today. Sorry, thanks. So basically, the work of that brought it to my attention, and from there it led me to people like the late, great Jim Tucker. Are you guys familiar with Jim Tucker? And also Daniel Estulon. And doing that amount of research gets you to the point where you want to get involved, as you guys are doing today. And so when I heard that Bilderberg was coming to Ottawa, Canada, just not too far away from where I live, I decided to go there and to check it out. And it was my first time documenting something like that. And back then, when I went to Ottawa, that's when I found out there's a huge Canadian connection to Bilderberg, which I often find is not getting covered very much. I found out that nearly every prime minister since Pierre Elliott Trudeau in the 1970s has been a member of the Bilderberg group. Jean Chrétien and Paul Martin and Stephen Harper. And there's people in there right now in that building like Heather Reisman. She's on the steering committee of Bilderberg, and she's the CEO of Indigo and Chapters Books in Canada, one of the largest book chains. So she has a lot of influence over the distribution of information. And the point I wanted to make about 2006 is back then there was literally only about 10 protesters there. And just look how far we've come now with the thousands of people here. It's absolutely incredible. So basically the point that I wanted to make here today is that I'm sorry, I'm losing my spot, but the important thing is that we always have to remember that their entire organization is basically structured in somewhat of a pyramidal structure, with them at the top, and they see all of us underneath this thing. But the beautiful thing about that is we're the ones with all the power in that kind of a situation. So it's really a matter of continuing to grow the numbers, and when we have enough numbers that can step out of that system, almost through like a global non-compliance, to step out representing like a brick in the pyramid, and when you remove yourself from this system, you can begin the collapse of this entire structure that these guys have set it up in. So that's what it's all about. That's why we have to continue to expose groups like Bilderberg. And I want to encourage everybody to take whatever vibes or energy or the feelings that you're getting from this particular event here and now. Take that with you, take that home with you, and continue to expose Bilderberg. I mean, tell your friends, tell your family members, tell your co-workers, and don't let this just be the end of this. A demonstration like this is fantastic. It's great that this many people are coming out, but it's important to not just let it end here when we leave this festival today. So I would encourage you guys to continue to just do what you're doing right now. Obviously, you've taken the initiative to come out to an event like this, so you're obviously concerned about the Bilderberg group and want to expose them. So I would just encourage everybody to take this amazing energy that we're getting from this crowd here today, take that with you when you leave here, and continue to expose Bilderberg. And when we do that, we can eventually begin the crash of this pyramidal structure when enough of us step outside of this system. So, anyways, guys, I think that's it. So thank you very much. I'll be around if you want to talk to me or have any questions. I'll be down here. So thank you, guys.